Oh, hello, Mr. Blacksmith. Lucifer. Lucifer Morningstar. Now tell me, what is it you desire? Errementari, the Blacksmith, and
The Devil.
Released in 2017 and is directed by Paul Ukijo Alijo and is starring Candido Iranga, Uma Barsagalia, and Deneko Sagardoy. Yeah, all of you who have been subscribing to this channel for a while, you know how terrible I am at reading names not associated with English in this country. And I mean no disrespect, I try. I just know I do a bad job. So if you're going to comment about it, please know that in advance and give me a break, please. But the reason why we're talking about Errementari today is because it was a PayPal recommendation from one of my biggest supporters on this channel, Autumn Blood. Thank you so much. This was a part of just so many recommendations that you've given me and PayPal donations that you've given me late last year, so I'm trying to get them all in here in the month of January to catch up on your recommendations, and I gotta say, this one was pretty freaking fantastic. The film takes place in the mid-1800s in Spain, and this small little town has a legend behind it that an old Civil War stronghold plays the home to a blacksmith who may be disguising himself as the devil. And one day, a little orphan finds herself sneaking into the stronghold and sees a small little boy trapped in a cage. So to help the little boy before the evil blacksmith comes back, the little girl finds the keys and releases the boy to safety. What she doesn't know is that this boy is actually the devil, and now that the devil is free, he is looking to take back his revenge on the blacksmith who imprisoned him. That may sound like a very spoiler-filled synopsis, but it's not. Like, that whole part is maybe the first 15-20 minutes. There's a whole other movie that happens after that. And if anyone is interested after this review to check this one out, at the time of this recording, it is available on Netflix, and it's very creepy, it's very scary. The cinematography here, though, is magnificent. It is stunning, and it's a pretty wild, hectic ride of a time here. And for me, whenever you tell me that there's a horror film where the devil shows up, I immediately do get a little scared and terrified, because that was always the thing that scared me the most as a kid, because I was a little Christian church-going little boy, so the devil, Satan, evil was always the worst thing in the entire universe. So for him to be on screen, yeah, it's scary. And the cinematography that they shoot with the demon, with the devil who shows up and his pitchfork, it is scary. And to my shock, they actually show a lot of the devil in this film. Maybe I'm just used to shows like Supernatural or Lucifer when they say they're the devil, but because they're actual actors who like to show face, they put on their human form for the majority of the time, and then like towards the last couple of episodes of the TV series, you actually see the devil form. Thought for sure that was gonna happen here, but no, once the devil is revealed, he stays that way basically the entire time, switching a couple of times here and there, but you see him head on. And the prosthetics, the costuming, the makeup choices, they hold up pretty dang well. There are some instances where you look at him and you go, well, it's obviously a prosthetic. So, I mean, maybe he's losing a little bit of the terrifying aspect of him, but overall, though, the look of the demon, the look of the devil is pretty stellar. And the physicality and hell, even the ADR of the demon voice is pretty cool. I feel like I've heard his voice, though, like in a cartoon. I want to say like Transformers or Beast Wars. He has that pterosaur or that Starscream type voice quality to him, just maybe pitched down a couple of octaves. I couldn't put my finger on it, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I know I've heard that demon voice before, I just can't figure out where. But the other performances in this film are actually pretty good as well. The blacksmith has this air about him that you don't know where his allegiance lies, like what type of a person is he? Seems like he could really harm you, but it also in other parts seems like he could be a cuddly little teddy bear, so you're constantly going back and forth between it. And then there's a shady lawman who shows up in the town who seems to get everyone to do what he says, like, oh, we need to go storm the stronghold, and I need to go investigate. Why don't you go over there and investigate for me, just to make sure there's no traps there? And when you're in a film talking about the devil and how the devil like manipulates people to make bargains and stuff, you kind of have a sense of, hey, who are you, sir? I guess what I'm getting at the story here is a little predictable, but just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, I like this type of story where the devil is there and he's making bargains, and people who seem to not have everything figured out or are desperately needing something, when they make that bargain, you go, you don't want to see it, but totally saw that coming like an hour ago. It's the stereotypical demon story, and I like it. This one, though, has a twist where this blacksmith, for just whatever reason, his drive, his hammer, his golden bell that he carries on his back, whatever, just he combats the devil, and he is able to break free from hell whenever he wants. Basically, he's John Constantine, but in blacksmith form, which just makes him a total badass. I love it. This movie's about an hour and a half, and it's a really interesting and thrilling story for the entire time. I'm not bored at all. I'm invested in the story. I'm invested in these characters, even though I kind of have a sense of where the story is going and who's going to turn out to be who and what's going to happen after they do the thing. But even so, it's still a really fun time. I'm going to give Errementari, The Blacksmith, and The Devil 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part of my video, is where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next, and the next one is another PayPal recommendation. Like I said, we're going to be kind of cramming them all in here. I got a ton at the end of 2021, so I'm trying to get it in at the first of the year, and the next one is a movie called Run Lola Run from Rested Beetle. Rested Beetles, they're of course my biggest supporters on this channel. This was a part of your big bundle, and I've heard about Run Lola Run before. I've just never gotten around to seeing it. I know it is starring the woman who was also the female lead in The Bourne Identity. She does some running in there, so I'm sure it's, you know, it's what she does for a living. So we'll check out Run Lola Run next time. So guys, have you seen Errementari? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of Run Lola Run. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.